Hi guys, we are looking for Forex traders just like you to take part in our educational challenge. You can earn while you learn. The goal, the purpose of this educational challenge is for you to become a pro trader and trade capital of up to $500,000. You will be given access to a bespoke indicator that has been developed by expert traders over many years. This indicator makes it easy to identify buying and selling opportunities in the market. So, if you think you've got what it takes to complete this challenge, then click on the link below. Top of the morning, traders. How are you? I hope you're having a great week. It is Friday. Woohoo! We've made it. Friday the 31st of March to be exact. And as always, guys, we'll look back at yesterday's trades, look at the day's potential trades, and we'll look at the important news for today as well. So before we get started, I have to mention these things. First of all, come join the Discord channel. If you haven't, guys, there's lots of knowledge, trades, chit chat. Come join it. Also, we've got the VIP Discord where you have access to me throughout the day. You can ask me questions, and myself and other expert traders give you our trade ideas. Secondly, guys, if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, drop us an email and we'll send you all the details of the mentorship program. And thirdly, guys, we have an educational challenge now where we give you a bespoke indicator and you can learn this indicator and earn money. So check that out as well, our educational challenge. All the information for all of these things are in the video description. Right, let's carry on. So trades from yesterday, guys. Remember, we was looking at a couple of yen pairs. One of them was euro yen, because we had a structure break. Yeah. As soon as this, this is in a downtrend. As soon as this last high is broken, yeah, then we are in an uptrend. If we zoom in now as well, you can see we had a very bullish candle that formed. All right, and we were just trying to take this momentum back up to this blue line here. And as you can see, guys, that's exactly what happened. All the yen pairs now, though, wouldn't keep buying them. They're all at, potential resistance levels. But yesterday, good trade. If we drop back to the H1 now, yeah, we had, this was the candle to get in on. Yeah, this was the candle, this one here, guys. Yeah, happened pretty early on in the day. But yeah, this was the candle. Put your entry here, stop here, and then just take price back up to this blue line. Yeah, where we get our 1:1, roughly. We can close 80% at this level. Yeah, and then just let 20% run. All right, but I would close the remaining 20% up here, guys. Yeah, because it's hitting important resistance. All right, but euro yen, good trade. The next one was CAD yen. Yeah, remember we're seeing a bit of yen weakness. And again, we had a couple of bites at this one, but let's start with the day chart. And again, guys, we're, broken structure. Okay, as soon as this high here was broken for me, it was a change in structure. And similar to euro yen, we had a bullish, super bullish, shall we say, candlestick, and the idea was just to take price back up to this blue line. Again, that's what happened. If we drop down to the H1, yeah, there were a couple of entries here, guys. You could have entered on this candle, you could have entered on this candle, could have entered on this candle. Okay, but yeah, all of them, enter here, stop here, enter here, stop here, enter here, stop below the low. Yeah, you would have got your risk to reward. But now, guys, we're going to see a reaction here, so I would close any of this trade. Yeah, if you're still in it for 20% or whatever, close this trade. But yeah, another good trade, guys. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Then we had pound against the Canadian dollar. Remember, we were seeing lots of Canadian dollar strength, guys. So if we start with the day chart, Yeah, this area up here is a really important weekly resistance level. Yeah, and sellers have been entering the market ever since. Okay, we are still against trend, I would say. This is still in an uptrend. Okay, but we got this super bearish candle form. All right, and the idea was to take it from this grey zone back down to one of these blue lines. And I still think this trade is intact. Okay, so we shall see today, and it's currently reacting in our grey zone. But let's look at the H1, because we didn't get a trade yesterday, guys. Yeah, we wanted to see price, retrace into this grey zone. Yeah, we wanted to see price retrace into this grey zone. We get a bearish reaction, and then we can enter. Okay, but it didn't happen, guys. Instead, potentially, I was thinking maybe price is going to start shorting here, but I still needed a retrace into this grey zone. And then bang, we get this super bullish candle when the American opened, when the New York opened. And we broke this high, guys. So at this point, we are in a H1 uptrend. Okay, so we were in this grey zone, and I like this candle as we speak now. Yeah, I would consider shorting this if we didn't have big GDP pound news. But yeah, I think this is a very good entry. But yesterday, because we were, up at this grey zone, and we never really saw a red candle that told us sellers were in control. And ideally, we would have been looking for a break of these lows. So H1 structure had broke. Yeah, we can get a retest, and then we can enter. All right, so we never really got a trade here, guys. However, I am very interested in this candle right now, to the point I might even enter this trade. All right, so yeah, no trade on pound Canadian dollar because we got a break up in structure on the H1. Yeah, and I want to be with H1 structure, not against it. Okay, so pound Canadian dollar, no trade. New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, guys. This was, the fourth and final trade idea from yesterday. So on the day chart, we had gotten a completed head and shoulders pattern. Yeah, shoulder, head, shoulder, knees and toes, shoulder, head. It's not easy to write with a mouse pen. I know I say this all the time, but it's not. They should do degree courses in it. But these lows in here, this grey zone was broken, guys, with this big red candle here. So everything was telling me to short the hell out of this market. Okay, and it still is. Yeah, we have a completed head and shoulders pattern. Price has gotten to a nice zone now, so I would still be looking to short this pair. But let's look at the H1 to see what happened. And I was in this trade. Okay, so remember we had our grey zone down through here. Because of these lows through here, this become an interesting level for me. Okay, if we zoom in now, guys, so I wasn't interested in this candle at our grey zone, because we've got the retrace we wanted. Wasn't interested in this red candle or this red candle because of the wicks. The wicks were telling me buyers were here. Okay, but once we got this candle, I entered. I put my entry here. I had my stop above here. And I very quickly got stopped out. But I don't trade with a stop, guys. So I'm actually in a buy order, at this point, and a sell here. Okay, I'm actually in a buy, not a buy order. But price is at a really interesting zone right now. So I may exit if I get another setup. But if that was a stop loss, bad trade, guys, you're out of this trade. It didn't carry this momentum downwards. Instead, we've got a build up in H1 structure. Okay, guys. So those are the trade ideas from yesterday. Let's take a look at today's trades now. Guys, if you enjoyed the recap, maybe you took some of the trades, maybe you learned something, then come join us. Subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button. We'd love to have you. Merci beaucoup, gracias. Right, guys, so trades for Friday the 31st of March. Before we do, three things to mention. First of all, if you haven't joined the Discord, come join it, guys. Yeah, lots of cool things on there. Secondly, guys, we've got VIP Discord now as well. So if you're interested in that, you have access to me throughout the trading day. You can ask me questions. Myself and other expert traders also give you our trade ideas, our signals. So yeah, come join that as well. Also, guys, thirdly, if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself and be part of the mentorship program, then send us an email and we will send you all of the details, guys. All right. And the last thing is to mention our educational challenge, guys. Basically, you're given a bespoke indicator to learn and you can earn money while you learn the indicator, guys. All right. You do have to pay for this challenge, but if you are interested, then yeah, all the information for all of these things are in the video description. All right. Check them out. Check them out. Right, guys, trades for today. So the first one is this, guys. This is the euro against the pound. I'm going to start with a weekly chart here, actually. Okay, so I just want to show you all of the bearishness here. Look at this wick. Look at this candle. Look at this wick. Yeah, and look at the start. This week hasn't finished. Obviously, it will finish today. But this is all very bearish. Yeah, it's telling me sellers, sellers, sellers. And I think potentially we can come back down to these weekly lows. All right, I wanted to show you that on the weekly. If we look on the daily, guys, as well, we've also got this downward channel, yeah, that the market is, you know, respecting, and it hit off there yesterday. So the idea again is to potentially come down to these lows and potentially even back into this grey zone and lows down here. All right. We also look at the H4 chart, guys. Yeah, you can see, yeah, we had this large bearish red candle bounce off of this blue zone and this resistance grey zone as well. So, yeah, all right, I just wanted to show you all of that. But you know how I roll. I trade on the H1. So what we're going to do, we're going to extend this out because this will be a target, guys, all right? But yeah, I would like to trade this right now. Okay, because this is perfect. Yeah, we had price come up. We had this real crazy movement come up, hit our resistance zone, both the grey zone and the blue channel. And now price got into this area and then bang. For me, as soon as these lows were broke, we have had a structure break on H1. I would enter here, put my stop above here, take price, first of all, back down to these lows, close 80%, and then leave 20% to run. All right. So normally I would trade this right now, but we have some important pound news coming out, pound GDP, sorry, UK GDP. So I'm going to wait to see what that does. But if it's, you know, if we still get a good setup like we do now, yeah, I will enter this pair. So now is the time to enter, guys, pretty much. It ticks all the boxes that I'm looking for to enter a trade, but let's wait for that news. But even if, you know, it comes back up into here and we still get a bearish reaction, then we can still potentially trade it back down to here, guys. All right, so that's the idea. If it's really good news, you know, or really bad news, price might come all the way back up to here. Yeah, and then again, we can, you know, if we get a bearish reaction, we can still take it lower from here. All right, guys, so we've got a couple of options here, or we just continue this breakdown. All right, guys, euro pound, we are looking to short that pair. The next trade is pound Canadian dollar. And again, guys, I would like to trade it right now. So what are we seeing? Yeah, so this is a bit of deja vu, guys. Yeah, we were looking at this trade from yesterday, but I still think sellers are in control. Yeah, we are against trend. It's important to point this out. Yeah, but I think this grey zone is an important area for shorts. And it's also worth pointing out, guys, this is a very important area of weekly resistance. Okay. All right. If we zoom in, yeah, like I say, this candle still tells me sellers are in control. We've got a little wick on this candle, and obviously this daily candle hasn't finished forming yet. All right. But if we drop down to the H1 now, my grey zone hasn't changed. Yeah, my grey zone through here hasn't changed. Okay, and in our grey zone, we have had this super bearish reaction on the H1. So these last H1 highs have held. Again, this would be an aggressive trade. I would like to trade this right now, but again, we've got important pound news coming out. So let's see what happens there. So this would be an aggressive trade if I took this right now, because we haven't had a H1 breakdown, but these highs have held. Okay, so we could take price potentially back down to this level and then leave some money to run. The alternative is, guys, is we break this. We've got like a mini grey zone through here. Let me put it in. Okay, so this grey zone through here. This is why I've got an alarm set here as well, guys. All right, I've got to see, you can see on my alarm. So we could also get a break of this. Yeah, so price comes up. Yeah, if we get a break of this, we are then with H1 structure again. And I love being with H1 structure more than I love Gal Gadot, aka Wonder Woman, my future wife. She doesn't know it, but yeah, there you go. But if we get a break of this, we have had a change in H1 structure. And I like this. Maybe we get a retest and then we can take price lower, guys. All right. So pound Canadian dollar, this is the two criteria I'm looking for. Okay, yeah, pound Canadian dollar short. The final trade for today. And guys, if you're enjoying the analysis, come join us. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to our Discord channel, subscribe to our VIP channel, try our educational challenge. Why not be mentored by myself? Try all of these things. Yeah, the final trade idea for today is this: New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar. So I tried to short this yesterday, okay, and I'm still in this trade. So nothing has changed really, guys. Yeah, we're still seeing this head and shoulders pattern, and we got a break of this grey zone. So as soon as we see this red candle, the head and shoulders pattern is fulfilled. And whatever this distance is here, yeah, whatever this distance is, price should go this distance again. Okay, that's generally the rules of a head and shoulders pattern. This is the shoulder, this highest one is the head, and this is the shoulder. All right. So for that reason, the head and shoulders is still intact. Yeah, we got this break of these lows down here, broke these lows. So yeah, I'm still looking for shorts. And it's really come up into a nice value area. Yeah, one of our old grey zones here. So what am I looking for? Let's drop down to the H4 first of all, because what I'd really like to see is a H4 candle. So this H4 candle with a large wick that closes, you know, back into this this downward channel that we're seeing here. If I see that, I am all over this, okay? Because if we see that, price has reacted at one of our grey zones, which is a resistance level, and it's reacted at a blue diagonal channel, which is a resistance level in this case. So let's keep our eyes peeled to see how this H4 candle finishes. Yeah, if I see that, all over it, I will continue to short it back down to here. Potentially here first. Yeah, potentially here, because we know this is a good support level, and then here, and then even leave some to run. If we drop down to the H1 chart, it's becoming a bit of a H4 play, to be honest with you. But if we look at the H1 chart, yeah, maybe we get something like this. We get a wick, maybe we get a bit of movement like this, and then we finally get a H1 break. because I do like being with H1 structure, as I keep telling you. You're probably sick to death of this, but I will also do a H4 play, yeah, which will eradicate the H1. Yeah, if we get a structure breakdown on H1 as well, then tick, great. But I feel this is going to be a bit of a H4 play. We go back to the H4 because we are still with H4 structure. Yeah, lower lows, potentially a lower high, and then we come back down. All right, guys. So yeah, looking to short this pair from this grey zone, potentially H4 and potentially also H1 structure break as well. Okay, guys. Important to point out, if price starts breaking this level, not interested at all. Okay, but yeah, New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar short. Those are all the trade ideas. If you enjoyed them, come join our channel. We would love to have you join our Discord, try our educational challenge. Yeah, press buttons. Right, guys, let's take a look at the news now. So news for Friday, the 31st of March. If we scroll down, guys, you can see we've had some important data coming out of China, both better than expected, but that's been and gone. Yeah, the news that I keep prattling on about is this. At 7 o'clock, London GMT, coming out of the UK, we got the GDP. We got quarter on quarter and year on year. So before I jump into any of those pound pairs that we're looking at, I want to see what this does first. Okay. But yeah, very important news coming out of the UK. If we carry on down, the next piece of news we're interested in is this. At 8:55, London GMT, we got German unemployment change. So again, that euro pound trade is really dictated by the news today. So I need to see all of the news finish before I enter. Again, more big, important, big daddy news. 10 o'clock coming out of the euro, we got CPI, and we all know how important CPI is. In inflation's out of control, the cost of living, CPI is important. All right. And then once we've had all that euro pound data, let's see where we are with euro pound. Yeah, one of the trade ideas, or even pound Canadian dollar. And then we can start trading it. Don't trade it when all this news is coming out. You will get your face ripped off. Okay. And then after that, guys, we've also got at 1:30 London GMT, we got core PCE price index, 3-star rating coming out of the US, could really move the US dollar pairs. And also big news as well, guys. 1:30 coming out of Canada, we've got the GDP. So again, all eyes on GDP. Are we entering a potential recession? Is there growth? Really important, guys. So that's really going to move the CAD. If we carry on down, there's more. Busy news day today. At 4 o'clock, we've got the head of the ECB speaking. So when she speaks, she could move the euro. And then after that, guys, no other big news of interest. All right, guys, busy news day, so must be wary today. I hope you have a great trading day. If you've enjoyed the vid, like, share, tell your friends, tell your pet dog, and have a wonderful trading day and a great weekend. See you later, guys.